This is Cathy Engelbert's worst nightmare. It's her worst nightmare because so much of what people have said has come true about the interest of this league. It hinges on one person, whether they like it or not.
This might be the wildest moment in WNBA history, and because the league basically collapsed live on camera, only 150 fans were in the arena, sponsors were pulling out, players were threatening to walk away, and a full-blown boycott was erupting for 2026. And when Adam Silver saw those empty seats, he stood up, walked directly to the WNBA commissioner, and fired Cathy Engelbert on the spot. This was the moment the WNBA flatlined, and the moment a brand new scandal burst into the open. Before we break down everything the league tried to bury, hit like, hit subscribe, because this story gets darker and it's only getting more chaotic. The Sky versus Liberty matchup was supposed to be electric. It was meant to showcase the rise of the WNBA. Instead, the camera scans the arena, and it looks like a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Entire rows vacant, whole sections lifeless.
Now we have to wait an entire offseason, and we don't even know what's going to happen. There might be a lockout. There might not even be a 2026 season, guys. We might not see her until we don't know when we'll see Caitlin Clark play basketball again. That is what sucks. That is what sucks. It seems the owners and the players are far, far apart on an agreement as far as the new CBA, and we don't know when they'll make it back to the floor.
No crowd reaction, no spark, nothing. You couldn't even hear an echo because there weren't enough people to create one. People online typed, "Is this a scrimmage? Where is everybody? This is embarrassing." And the craziest part, those 150 people weren't even all real fans. A huge chunk of them were WNBA staff and employees literally instructed to sit in seats so the broadcast wouldn't look completely deserted. Adam Silver steps into the arena. He looks around and freezes. His face turns blank. No emotion, just pure frustration. And that frustration wasn't toward the fans, it was toward Cathy. This didn't happen overnight. This had been boiling for months. Fans were tired of watching Caitlin Clark get hammered. Caitlin taking hits with zero whistles. Stars benched. The league's favoritism, scripted narratives, manipulated storylines, broken officiating, personal agendas, players punished for golf endorsements and freedom.
As for what Engelbert is alleged to have said to Collier, if she actually suggested Caitlin Clark should be grateful for what she makes off the court, that's preposterous. Did you miss the Iowa years? Clark is the Tiger Woods tide that lifts all boats. And we know this show is proof. The highest rating we have ever had followed one of her games at Iowa. The WNBA has benefited from her presence more than the other way around, even though this year for Caitlin Clark was essentially lost to injury. But it's a league that...
Then it spiraled even further. Cathy began warning Sophie and Lexi, threatening suspensions, threatening massive fines, blocking outside events, blocking opportunities, restricting movement, restricting visibility. And when Cathy turned those same threats toward Caitlin Clark, everything detonated. Fans united and finally said, enough. If you can't protect the stars, we won't protect your league. That's how the boycott erupted. Not from hatred, but from frustration, betrayal, and pure disrespect. Sponsors started panicking. They saw empty seats. They saw fan disgust. They saw hostility toward Cathy. They saw players miserable. 3 major sponsors privately messaged, "We cannot keep supporting a league this toxic. Leadership is damaging the brand. Fans are boycotting because of you." When Adam Silver read those reports, he realized the WNBA wasn't just struggling. It was bleeding out, and every wound traced back to Cathy Engelbert's choices. Back inside the arena, Adam Silver stands before the deserted seats. He turns to Cathy and, in a low voice only those nearby could hear, says, "This is humiliating. You lied to me. You lied to everyone. You said the league was rising. You said the fans were here. Where are they, Cathy?" Cathy tries blaming the fans, then the players, then the media. Adam cuts her off. "You punished our stars. You benched the faces of the league. You twisted storylines. You forced your agenda. And now sponsors are fleeing because of you." Her face drains of color, but Adam isn't finished. "It's over. Pack your things. You're fired." Players hear the shouting and whispers spread. Is Cathy gone? Did Adam actually fire her? We warned them. They never listened. One player mutters, "She benched us like we were children, not professionals." Another adds, she tried to silence every issue we raised. And the most powerful statement, Caitlin Clark deserved protection. Instead, they exploited her. Word spread instantly. The entire arena knew before the fourth quarter ended. Cathy was finished. The boycott succeeded. The boycott wasn't just 200,000 people. It wasn't a moment. It became a movement. Fans proved that if you disrespect the stars, we walk. They walked out of arenas, they unsubscribed, they unfollowed, they stopped showing up, they refused to support corruption. And it worked. WNBA arenas went silent. Games had no pulse. Teams played in emptiness. Media coverage dropped. Sponsors disappeared. This wasn't a league anymore. It was a warning sign. Cathy went from controlling everything, controlling players, benching stars, blocking golf deals, manipulating exposure, to instantly losing the players' trust, losing fan respect, losing every major sponsor, losing the commissioner seat, losing everything. She tried blaming miscommunication, she tried blaming social media, she tried blaming pressure. But everyone already knew the truth. Her agenda collapsed, her grip crumbled, and her decisions brought the league to its knees. The league now stands on a cliff. Players want freedom, respect, safety, fair whistles, outside opportunities. Real fans want honest officiating, no bias, equal treatment, stars to shine, transparency. And Adam Silver wants one thing: accountability.
It is the fault of the WNBA because the LPGA just did everything that the WNBA should have been doing this season. They did it all correct in literally one day. So I talked about it in a previous video how this Pro-Am event originally wasn't even going to be televised, but there were so many fans who were emailing the organization saying, how can we watch Caitlin? Can we come to the event? Can you live stream it? All of these things. And it ended up being put on television. And that was great. Fans were really excited about that. There was so much buzz online. She was trending on Twitter.
A complete rebuild, brand new leadership, new systems, and an entirely new culture. Because after this collapse, the WNBA is finished with Cathy, finished with corruption, finished with disrespect, and finished with silencing its players. A new chapter is about to begin, but only because fans, sponsors, and players finally stood together and said, enough. This story is nowhere near finished. Adam Silver isn't done. The players aren't done. The fans aren't done. And whatever comes next is going to reshape the WNBA forever. Like, subscribe, comment. Cathy is finished. If you want part 2, because this fire is only beginning.